My name is Nicole Hirini, and for much of my life I've been lost in the darkness of my past, the pain of my choices, and the consequences of my actions. Born with autism and raised by a father who was a Nazi, I grew up under the shadow of his violence. His beatings left physical and emotional scars that shaped the way I viewed the world and myself. I believed that escaping to New Zealand through marriage would give me the fresh start I so desperately craved. But as I've learned, running from the past doesn't erase it. Moving to New Zealand didn't bring the peace I sought. I was still haunted by the trauma I carried from my childhood, and my struggles with autism made it hard to navigate the pressures of adulthood. When my marriage didn't provide the stability I needed, I fell into a downward spiral. Alcohol became my escape, a way to numb the deep pain I didn't know how to confront. It dulled the shame, the guilt, and the overwhelming feelings of being trapped in a life I couldn't control. In my desperation, I turned to sex work to survive. At first, it was a temporary solution to financial struggles, but before long, it became another form of escape. The combination of alcohol and sex work created a vicious cycle. One fed into the other, pulling me further from the person I wanted to be. But the real cost of my choices wasn't just on me. It was on my daughter, Amiria. I wasn't around to raise Amiria. While I was lost in my own struggles, she was passed from relative to relative, never having a stable home or the presence of a mother who could care for her. I didn't see her grow, didn't share in her milestones, and wasn't there to give her the love and guidance she deserved. The guilt of not being present for her weighed heavily on me, but at the time I didn't know how to face it. I didn't know how to be the mother she needed. There were moments when I would look at Amiria and feel the crushing weight of my failures. I saw the confusion in her eyes, the pain of being shuffled around, and the longing for a mother who wasn't consumed by her own chaos. I wanted to be better, to be the mother she deserved, but I didn't know how to break free from the cycle I was trapped in. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom that I realized something had to change. I had lost almost everything: my dignity, my sense of self, and, most painfully, my relationship with Amiria. But even in the darkest moments, I held on to the hope that I could turn things around. I knew I couldn't undo the damage I had caused, but I was determined to try and rebuild what had been broken, especially with Amiria. The road to recovery was long and painful. It required me to confront the trauma of my childhood, to face the reality of my addiction, and to let go of the shame that had kept me trapped. But every step I took toward healing was a step toward being the mother Amiria needed. I slowly worked to rebuild our relationship, to show her that despite everything, I loved her and was committed to being there for her. Today, I am still on that journey. I know that I have hurt Amiria in ways that will take time to heal, and I am working every day to rebuild the trust I lost. I can't change the past, but I am doing everything I can to make the future better for both of us. The relationship we have now is still fragile, but it's growing, and I am grateful for every moment I get to spend with her. This is my story. It's one of mistakes, pain, and loss. But it's also a story of redemption and resilience. I am learning that it's never too late to fight for the people you love and to fight for yourself. Amiria is my reason to keep going, and every day I strive to be the mother she deserves.